And welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. I don't know why I said it like that. So, we have, or shall I say, it's been a while since our last recorded, but not a great while. Maybe 5 or 6 days, maybe. I've been busy, guys. And I don't mean in real life, I mean I've been busy on this game. Now, a few Let's Players I've seen do things differently in this game, especially when it comes to post-game or end game. And, well, I don't want to just, reveal my menu to you in a minute and for you guys to be like, oh my god, is that completely disfigured? So, I haven't. I know it looks like I've done a lot of work, but I haven't. So, for starters, I'm ahead of this now because I've got another save game that I'm going to join us up with in just a minute, but I wanted to show you what I did off screen, and then I made another save so I can continue on to progress with some more stuff. So, I have been grinding, and not only have I been grinding, but I customized some equipment to get some more AP. Now let me explain what I mean. So when I go to equip and I go to Whacker, you can see that his weapon is called the Rookie Star. This wasn't, I didn't find the weapon like this, I made it myself. I put on the overdrive to AP, and I think the, actually, I thought he had double AP. But anyway, so I'm pretty sure I customized that weapon. I think he had the strength 5 and overdrive to AP already, and then I just put strength 20 and then strength 3. Don't know why I put so much strength on it. I think I just wanted to make sure I hit for 4 9s, or quad 9s, however way you want to say it. And I just wanted to make sure I get the max damage really. So the reason why I went with this is for the following reason. We'll go to that in just a second. So I also went with the triple guard, which we know about that, and then with Auron, I went with the Nameless. In fact, did I go with the Nameless? Yes, I did go with the Nameless. So, the Nameless, again, I don't know if I went with, a blank weapon, then just made it myself. But basically, what you're going to notice is I've got overdrive 2 AP on it, and then a half MP cost, because, I don't know, I think it was already on there, to be honest, and the undefeated as normal. The Calibulge. Now I came with this. I made this. Sorry, I didn't make this. I'm talking out my bum. What am I talking about? So this is my ultimate weapon, basically. But I didn't use this. I used this one here, actually. Now I used the Ascalon. Now I do have an Ascalon. You guys will have an Ascalon if you followed this guide up to where we are now. But I also made myself another Ascalon. Now the reason being is because yes, the double AP is great, but I wanted something that, for starters, Stone Touch, pretty decent with double AP, which is going to be great. So the chances of me one hitting things and then getting double AP was pretty high. But overdrive to AP is on it, and as well, and strength plus 20%. Now, I'll be honest, I don't remember how, or the wording, shall I say, of what overdrive to AP means, but I think basically what it means is that while equipped, your overdrive will not go up, or will it go, well, it will go down, of course, but if you use up your overdrive, then it will go down, but it doesn't go up any further. So if you've got no overdrive, for example, like Auron's got no overdrive there, just above where it says weapon there, if I've got the overdrive to AP on, it won't make my overdrive go up anymore. Now, in compensation for that, quite obviously, I'm going to get AP. Now, the reason why I went with this, and I'm pretty sure I didn't, yeah, overdrive to AP, yeah. So the reason why all 3 of them got overdrive to AP, now you'll also have to bear with me for trying to explain this, because I'm a rubbish explainer. But basically, what I wanted was I wanted something to grind, so I can grind and grind and grind, and I wanted it from the monster arena so I can just go into it, get the fight, rather than run around, waiting for random counters and hoping for the best. What I decided to fight in the end, which if you guys watched the last video, which was kind of a dull video if I'm quite honest, but I wanted to show various fights and techniques of what you could grind and how you could grind. I mean, I don't know how strong you are, but if you're weaker than me, then maybe I'd recommend the Catchwords from the Big Canal. That's a great way to boost up AP, and of course double AP, not even overdrive to AP, but just double AP alone, with Tidus's Ascalon, the single double AP Ascalon. Have that equipped and just grind them. That's a great way. If you've got triple AP and you don't mind customizing a weapon, go for it. but that's what I went with. I went with double AP and overdrive to AP to maximise the amount of AP. Now, what I grinded, so I just want to point out as well, I'm no stronger than I was in the last video. I should have the exact same HP, everything. As you can see, I didn't spend my sphere levels, so I am the exact same strength. Also, just to bear in mind that we have 29 power spheres. Just keep that in mind for a moment. So, okay, we go into a fight, which now this is what I was grinding. I was going to the Omega Dungeon and I was grinding the Varunas, as I'll show you now. The reason why I went with the Varunas is because with the statistics I've got currently and the strength that I've got, I went with this fight. Now, I went with this fight in particular because it wasn't very difficult. It wasn't, you know, it didn't take very long. Well, it took like 2 minutes, but for 2 minutes for the amount of AP I was getting, it was pretty decent. So let's do it. So I'm going to sort of play like I normally would. So I don't think I went with anything. I just pretty much went to mug far play and wins, which I believe causes death. So, and then I would go haste to go to speed me up to get as many turns as I can in. Now you can see on the top right hand side of the screen, or the turns. You can see I get a ton of turns, which is I'm easily going to kill it with that. Yep, basically. Yeah, sorry, I was just playing around with that then. Haste to go. And then, I'm not even kidding guys, I just go full attack. Now the reason why I didn't just use my Calabulge is because I didn't have double AP on it. Apart from obviously Tidus there. But now watch the AP going up. Look at that, 30,000 AP. Now, you're asking me, why didn't Tidus have a weapon equipped? Now, the reason why I didn't equip him with a weapon is I'm lying, I did. But the reason why I put on his Calabulge was for faster kills. But the reason why I didn't as well is because I had 99 sphere levels. And because I like to do my, doing my sphere levels on the screen, I didn't want to, there's no point me just sticking with a boring capture weapon for quad 9s. I might as well do 30,000 damage and speed up the kills for Waka and Auron. Now, you'll also notice I decided to try and mix out, try and take Tidus out and get Riku in. So we got a few levels as well. Now, so I think I'm just trying to think if I've been for everything else. So I've been for my weapons. I told you what I grinded on. I grinded on Varunas. If you guys have got a better technique, or just work with whatever works for you. Let's just quickly have a look at what those far plane winds do. Let's go to the Avenger a minute. I think it should be. Is it Death Strike or Death Touch? Yeah, far plane winds give Death Strike. Almost always adds death to attacks and skills. So that was another reason why I decided to go with Mug, because hell, why not? Death Strike, I'll take that much later on, Anyway, so that was another cool thing. Or you could go for accessory. We'll just choose any accessory here. And quite obviously, death proof, which you probably would have gathered by now. So that's another cool thing you could do. Now, I'm going to load up my saved game. And you also are going to see that I'm in a different location. But before we do that, I just wanted to point out something I did remember. So when I grinded all these levels, I was like, great, now what I'm going to do is, spend my levels to see how strong I am. I spent my levels and I didn't get very far because I only had 29 power spheres. Now, what I decided to do in the end, which I'm thinking I made my armor on my other game, which you'll know what I mean in a minute. So what I decided to do is I made a weapon with Distill Power on it. Now, for all three of my characters, so what I did is I went to this guy here, the monster guy, and I bought 3 more capture weapons just because he was in front of me, so I figured why not. And he has an empty slot underneath capture. I thought put Distill Power on all 3, so all 3 of my main characters have Distill Power. I decided to go somewhere where there was always going to be groups of 2 to 3 enemies, and I chose Besaid. Again, choose wherever works for you, and that's what I did. I went to Besaid and I just literally ploughed them down. I didn't have to use the ability Distill Power. It was just already on my equipment, which means it already works as soon as you attack. I killed all 3 enemies and I ended up getting about 6 to 8 power spheres for one fight, and I just grinded up to 99. And then I spent my sphere levels and then I grinded a few more, I think. Anyway, I'm going to load up my save game, so I will see you guys in just a small jiffy. And we're back. So, you'll obviously see that I'm in a new area, and I spent my sphere levels. Now, I know you can still, shall I say, see that I still have sphere levels on there, and that's because I accumulated them over time again. Quite obviously, you're going to see that I got quad 9s on all 3 characters. Sorry, itchy nose. Hay fever playing up today. And you can see that I've still got sphere levels to use. Now, the reason why I didn't use those sphere levels in front of you right here is because I accumulated them afterwards. And again, I like to use them on the screen. Now, for this exception only, I didn't use those, sorry, I did use those 89 or 99, basically the sphere levels you just saw a second ago, I did use them. So hence the reason why you can see how strong I got. Now, looking at my strength, yes, we are pretty decent. Tidus has a good 130 strength, Auron 102, Wacker 103. We have Tidus with the agility of 79, which is I think our fastest. Oh no, Auron's got 80. And then we've got Wacker with the good old number of 69 giggity, so he's done pretty well as well. And then the rest of it is kind of normal, you know, whatever. Actually, I've just noticed how bad Auron's accuracy is. Tidus has got 56, Auron's got 26, and Wacker's got 67. But anyway, so we are strong. We are pretty strong indeed. Now, the reason why I decided in the end to go to Omega Ruins is for 2 reasons, and 2 reasons only. I wanted to accumulate some more power spheres, which I've still got on my... Yeah, I've still got my distal power that I was telling you about from those capture weapons. So I know I own now 2 capture weapons with different, you know, there we go, capture and poison touch and capture and distal power. So I just went with the power because we were low on power spheres, and if I'm getting a bunch of levels and grinding, then I'm going to need those power spheres, right? Also, I mean, I could have grinded like we tried in the last video when we tried to grind... Was it Yojimbo or someone like that? You know, we tried to grind someone, or Ixion, that gives power spheres, but we got 8 in like a 2 or 3 minute fight, when I can just go into one fight and get 6 in Besaid, and they're all one shot hits. By all means, if you're still capturing enemies and you think that you will get low on power spheres or a particular sphere, or you've got loads of sphere levels like me, do the same thing. Put distal power on. Or put distal power, distal ability, and distal speed, and you'll get one of each sphere pretty much from every single capture. But if you're pretty much to where I am in the game, you've only got a few enemies left to capture. Now, the other reason why I decided to come here to Omega Ruins is for, yes, we need some more levels up and stuff, because I want to start looking at doing some, you know, Dark Aeon soon. Oh, yeah, Dark Barmut, Dark Valefor, the rest of it, or Valefor, or however you want to call them. The other reason why is because I wanted to start capturing enemies in in the Monster Arena, in Omega Ruins. So that was another reason why I decided to come here, and I've actually done pretty well. I don't know how many enemies of whatnot I've got, but that's what I've been doing. I'm actually beginning to think that I am ready to do some of the main storyline. Now, don't get me wrong, we are overpowered, and we're going to make the end of the game, the end game, shall we say, look a bit like cake, like piece of cake, you know?
Final showdown with Sheen.
Let's get the show on the road. Oh God, I love that. And I have to just throw something out there, completely random, useless fact, but if you ever think that I'm singing out of tune or, you know, saying things delayed, it's not me, it's the capture software that I use. It's like a 2-second delay or something. Anyway, that was rather random. I'm just going to quickly pop to the Carmlands. I know we were just there, but this is a different save game now, and I actually want to just go to the, you know, the battle guy, whatever his name is, and just to have a look at how many of the enemies I've caught in Omega Ruins now, because I genuinely don't know. And then after that, I'm beginning to think that we're going to make a bit of a way towards the main storyline, which of course means fighting Sin. And I have got to say, I'm actually really excited to go and defeat Sin. We're not going to go and complete the game, just throwing that disclaimer out there, we're not going to be completing the game, because quite obviously we're going to be wanting to do some more of the, you know, monster catching and whatnot. And the Dark Ions. I don't know how far, and I certainly don't know if we'll ever be able to kill Penance, but at the very least I would like to defeat a few of the Dark Ions at the very least, but I will try to do my best to do everything. This isn't an ultimate master guide, and you know, but I'm not using that guide. I have the official guide, but I'm not using the guide. But anyway, let's have a good old chat with our friend here. Now he's going to give me something, because no doubt I've captured a few enemies now. Designer wallets. That's not something I've heard for a very long time. Kind of want to try it, but no, I'm all good, thanks, buddy. Yeah, you'll make plenty of money off us later, don't worry. Oh, is that it? That might be it. Okay, Omega Dungeon. We have done. Woo, we're not looking bad at all. Okay, so floating depths, really small amount of them. We need 4 more hammers, which are those shell, if you know what I mean. Those little really like turtle with the shell on, you know, those enemies. We need 4 more of them, 5 more Varunas, 4 more Tomberries, thank God for that, and 6 more Master Curls. The great things about curls is that 2 appear in one fight usually, with a floating death. Floating deaths you only get 1, so it's quite hard. Hammers you normally get 2 in a fight. Varuna you normally get 1. Tomberry, you normally get 1. Tomberries are a bit of a pain for several reasons, mainly because they use that ability. What's the word I'm looking for? Come on. Karma. Yeah, I suppose one would say that's Karma. Yeah, so they use the ability Karma. So it's quite annoying, and for example, if Auron attacks, he takes about 6,000 damage from Karma. If Whacker or Tidus attack, they take like 20,000 damage, which quite obviously kills them. Varunas are just, they're cake, they're easy. It's a shame that you can't capture them in the monster arena, but then that would kind of defeat the purpose of it. But and hammers, but floating deaths, bit of a pain, but not too bad. And then of course we need to go to Sin and then capture all the enemies in Sin. And I'm not even kidding. After that, we are done on everything. I feel like I have to double check on that now. But yeah, we'll all be done. So we've got a bit of the Sin to do. I'm looking forward to a bit of story, since we've just done a lot of grinding. In fact, I've done a lot of grinding. If you guys want a rough estimate of how long I was grinding for in, you know, the Varunas for, then to give you an idea. Sorry, I'm just looking here. Yeah, we're all good. 10 on 10. If you want to have an idea, let's just say, for argument's sake, I grinded for, and you're going to kill me for saying this, but roughly about 2 hours. Roughly. And there's probably a trick where you can get a ton of AP and level up really quick, or you're going to tell me that this one enemy in, like, probably Besaid Island or something that gives a secret amount of AP, but this is just the way I did it. So whatever works for you, and by all means, share your knowledge down below if you have any. But yeah, so I think we're going to slowly go and... Nope, don't want to go and buy some things. In fact, we will. Oh, why not? We're going to go and slowly make our way to the main storyline, I think. Yeah. And also, I didn't forget either, we are going to look at some more Albert Primers. Now, I've missed out on, I think, just 2. Now, I could be wrong, I might have missed them, but I'm hoping I haven't, and if I haven't, I will find them, and I will hopefully have that collection complete. Just, if I've missed any, I will be extremely gutted, I'm just telling you that now. Main story. I think that's what I'm going to do, the main story, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm just trying to think if there's any other smaller things that we could do. We've got all the hidden Aeons. We've got them. Albert Primers is something honestly, I won't even lie to you. It's probably something I'm going to have to look up to find those 2. I'm pretty sure one is in the Omega Ruins. Actually, just before we do continue with the storyline, and of course, I'm going to put no encounters on. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually going to just quickly head
the final show
to the Omega Ruins, because I know there's a treasure somewhere, and that is going back to where you killed Omega Ruins, and also I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere that there is a Albert Primer lying around. Also, just to mention as well, a lot of update because it's been a while. I have been playing some Blitzball. I've been playing a ton of Blitzball. I wouldn't say that a great deal, but I've done a full league, which, in all fairness, cool, you know, whatever. But a league is 10 matches, so I've done a full league of Blitzball so far. The next league we go in will give me the reward for the status reels. After that, I'm going to have to do another league. And then after that league, hopefully in the tournament, not a league, a tournament. I'm just going to double check I'm not missing any Albert Primers lingering about anywhere. Nope. Yeah, we're going to do a tournament after that, and hopefully that will give us the Auroch reels, and also that'll go towards our, I believe, our Whacker's ultimate weapon. So it's a ton of Blitzball. You think that, you know, say for example 50 matches isn't a lot, but when you think that a match goes on for roughly 50 minutes, it's, you know, it's long enough, right? But if you like Blitzball, then it's always good fun anyway. I don't mind Blitzball. I can't say that I'm a, you know, I played the game to play Blitzball, but by all means, you know, I like it anyway, but I wouldn't say I love it. Which way am I going? I love that little animation here. Ah, chocolate milk. Right, down here we go. Down that way goes to Omega, I think. What goes this way again? Just need to remind myself. What's this way? Don't remember now. Oh, just treasure. It was just treasure chests, I think, wasn't it? I'm also looking for an Albert Primer. I could be wrong, but I thought I read somewhere, you know, heard somewhere, shall I say, that there was an Albert Primer lying about. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll just have to look it up just to make sure, because I kind of, you know, want to make sure I do get it. Which way can we go? Right or left? We can go right for Omega, so I will pop left real quick. Where am I going? Am I going around in circles? No, I'm not. I'm getting a little bit confused here now, actually. That's annoying as well. Force field wall. Quite clearly you can see there's loads of room here to walk, but I can't. Nothing over here. Nope. Can I press this and does it do anything? Nope, nothing there. Okay, so I'll head back the other way then. Just kind of want to make sure. So I don't know if I had a good look around here or not. I don't even know where I am right now. It's like I'm not recognising it. Alright, wait a minute. I think I might have recognised it now. Yeah, okay. Now I have no idea if we're going to have an encounter on each platform like earlier, if you know what I mean, when we enter here. Where are we? We're at the moment in the Omega Ruins. Nothing on the outside. Nope. That's cool. Just feel like better for checking. Pop on up. We're just going to have another double check. I know there's definitely one thing, so I know that this isn't a full waste. Just going to look at where I am right now, because I know I'm in the Omega Ruins, but where am I right now? Yeah, still in the Omega Ruins, fair enough. Right. Pretty sure there's nothing this way. Yeah, that's fine. We don't get random encounters or enemies here, that's good. And quite clearly we can see no Albert Primer here. I just want to double check on the Albert Primers because I'm kind of annoyed. I thought it was 3 we were missing, but I'm actually only missing 2. I'm kind of also semi-gutted because without me using the guide myself, I'm pretty impressed that I've got all of them except 2. So, is it this way? Yeah, this way. It's a long way. But I know there's one reward that we never did pick up because I believe I did read somewhere that if you go back after killing a Mega, you can get a another, well, some like MP sphere or something, something. Which honestly, you might think, so what? MP sphere gives MP 40, but trust me, when you're looking at maxing stats, which that's something else. That's another whole new ball game. Then you'll take anything you can. Trust me. Now we must be there, are we? Looks a very cool environment that we're in. Look at the background, look at the red and stuff. It's cool, I like it. Alright, now we're at the bottom. Oh yeah, up here. Now I remember. And this is where Omega was. Yes, look, see? Treasure chest. We'll obviously go and open it up in a minute, but I'm just looking for that Albert Primer. God damn, no Albert Primer. Let's open it up. Is it MP Sphere? Magic Sphere. That was close. Let's open this. And we'll do it here, I guess. Why not? In fact, no. Wait a minute. Who's got the lowest magic out? Whack or Oron and Tidus? Tidus. Magic Sphere. Boom. And he's going to learn, is it Magic 4? Yeah, Magic 4. It's going to be good for stat maxing later on. I mean, honestly, I kind of want to stat max and I kind of don't. If you don't know what stat maxing is, basically what it is... Okay, so what you can do on the sphere grid, now I could press triangle and show you on the sphere grid, but I'm going to do it so that I can continue to move while I'm telling you what we're going to do. We are going to be erasing using a clear sphere, which I don't think we can get, until we get 10 of every monster, basically. And the guy in the monster arena will sell clear spheres, I think, to you. I want to say at 10,000 gil for one. That's not too bad, I know, but buying one, it wipes out, say for example, like say, what did I just learn here? So I'm learning HP 200, right? No, that's a bad example. So agility 2, right? So I'm going to get this clear sphere and I'm going to wipe out the node that I'm sat on right now, which will wipe out, that'll wipe off 2 agility from Whacker's total stats. And then I'm going to use an agility sphere, for example, and put agility 4. And then I'm going to use that to obviously learn it, and that'll give me 4 agility. So that'll put on, 4 agility onto my total stats. So that is effectively 2 added extra 2 agilities than I had originally. Does that make sense? So, and we're going to be doing that with, hopefully, anyway, that's my plan. I have no real best way of doing this. I've never done this before, and I don't know. I say I'm going to do it, but I may just change my mind if I feel like it's just going to be too much. But I mean, I always want to play this game until I find it's not getting fun anymore. So it's still fun, so I'm really enjoying it. But yes, we're going to be getting, wiping out, let's call it, using clear spheres on these strength ones and accuracy ones, and especially luck. That's another one that we never really have a look at, is getting those fortune spheres, which puts 4 luck. Well, actually no, luck spheres, which put luck onto your grid, and fortune spheres, which actually activate those nodes. So yes, so that's what we're going to be doing. I know that was a really bad explanation, but I hope you got the gist of what I was meaning there. Probably anyone who's played this game before knows what I'm talking about anyway, but knows what I'm on about anyway. But if you if you kind of have an idea, then yeah, you know what I'm trying to badly explain. So that's what you call stat maxing, and that is, I mean, I know some Let's Plays that have just wiped the whole grid of most of everything, then just got every sphere in the game that they need and just put them down to get their stats back up again. And if you did do that and you erased all of the grid other than abilities, you'll go down to what you were like before you know, literally as you started as the game, you know, at the beginning of the game, when Tidus had like 500 HP or something, or whatever he had. So that's what you'll end up like. But that's not something I intend to do anyway. Hell of a long run for just for a magic sphere, but again, it's for magic that I didn't have to go to a node for. I just learned it on a blank node, because that now blank node is available for everyone on the sphere grid, so not a full waste. But a bit of a kind of long updatey video and a small exploration of a Mega Ruins properly, let's say. And of course I was looking for that goddamn Albert Primer. I might take a quick break, and of course I'm going to end the video there. Quick little break and see where those Albert Primers are. It's going to bug the funk out of me if I don't know where they are. And if I've missed them out, I've missed them out. But I'll be kind of gutted, so... But anyway, thanks for watching. It's been great to, you know, play this game again and crack on with the Let's Play. In the next video, I think we're going to be continuing on. So until the next video, guys, I hope you're doing well. See you then.